Hey guys, it's Troy and John from BJB, and this is part 2 of our mold making and casting series for restoring this cool iRobot prop that we had and we want to use for testing our water clears. So we're getting ready to cast this, and John, take us through what we're going to be doing today on this video.
So we have a 2-part mold with a core that helps us with our undercut areas. We're going to be putting a release on this side. We're not going to put a release on this side because it's a glossy surface. We want to keep that gloss level.
All right, so which material are we going to cast into this?
WC 792.
Okay, so rigid water clear. Okay, cool. We got our funnel ready. We got our straws. You're going to clamp all this together, and then after we cast it, we're going to put it in the old giant yellow pressure tank back here, right?
Yep.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you get to it. Let's see what goes on here.
I always recommend people wash their molds. So this side, we have a high gloss finish, and so we do not want to grab. You want to be really careful not to abrade the surface, so you keep that gloss finish. So we're using urethane mold release Stoner E236. Now I'm going to put the core in. This helps so it doesn't blow out. When you pour material in, a lot of times it's amazing the force that can push up. To get the approximate weight, I'm going to go ahead and weigh the pattern, 602. So in this case, I want to make sure I have enough material, so I'm just going to double that for the material in the vents and the funnel.
One day later.
All right, John, well, you got the part demolded, and are you pretty happy with this first part? Because it looks good to me.
Yeah, so I think this worked out pretty good. I did notice we have a couple bubbles here, but I think we can fix that with angling the tool more next time. That should work.
This is a really interesting mold because you've done some next level things here, which we get a lot of questions on. How do you deal with such extreme undercuts without making this, you know, a 3-piece mold or something like that? And so like the, you know, the bendable sides here, keeping this wall thin, but being able to support it. And then this core piece, you know, to make it more flexible to get the parts out and everything is.
Yeah, that
really,
was a big help.
We're gonna use this mold for just kind of in the shop testing a variety of BJB's water clear materials. We've got such a range, and so it's always nice to have a nice mold that we can do that testing in, because just pouring up a bunch of sample trays gets boring after a while. So appreciate it, John. Thank you for bestowing all these awesome tips and tricks with us, and cool, let's make some more parts.
Yep.